Hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome. I know, I know it's been a while since I make like too much videos yesterday. I was supposed to make one, not yesterday, the day before yesterday. I was supposed to make one yesterday, but you know how things is. So the Lord was speaking to me about this message last night. I was sitting down and I think I was watching something, but He just began to talk to me about why fasting is important, right? Remember, I tell you guys in one of my videos that the Lord give us instructions for a reason, and the reason why He give us instructions is because inside of those instructions is protection, and it's sitting, there's a reason. Just like how we will talk to your child and say don't do that, and you have your reasons why. Is the same thing, right? So He was telling me one of the reasons why He told me to fast. I'm someone like this when the Lord and I don't know why the Lord is impressed it on me why I need to do something. I don't know how to tell you it, but it's like when you fast it's like basically just, I don't know how to describe it, but it is like I'm a person like this when he I tied up my would say. When he when he tell me to fast, it's like this, he is get strong instinct or strong feeling when you know you need to fast. And he began to tell me one of the reasons, because you see the thing is, right? Before I go into it, but you see the thing is, sometimes we think to ourselves that when we with God, that is only the nice part of, people come to God and the most parts that they want is the blessing, and they want all of this. They just want the nice part of the Lord. They don't want to endure the suffering. They don't want to endure this and that. But half of the time and the majority of this time, the suffering brings out beauty. It brings out good things out of you. So the Lord began to tell me this, and he said, why did I tell you to fast? And he said, this is one of the reasons. He said, because when you fast from certain things, you come from out of the under, you come from under the the pressures, or the stuff that causes people to do things. You come from out of the, it's like when you fast, you come out from manipulation, from being able to be manipulated by these desires of the flesh. When you fast, you can't be manipulated by food. When you fast, you can't be manipulated. If someone say, when I mean manipulated, you can't be manipulated. You can't be controlled by someone. If they say don't fast, don't, I'm not gonna give you this, if you don't do that, I'm gonna, you are a person that your flesh no longer rules you and tell you what to do. So irregardless if you do this or you don't do that, I'm still going to say what thus saith the Lord. Because why? I'm not controlled by my instinct or by my by the needs of this body, but I'm controlled by the word of the Lord. I'm controlled by the Holy Spirit. And he said this is why we fast, because it gives us back control over self. So regardless if you do this or you do that, it does not affect me so much to make me break commandment to please you in order to get that. He brought up this thing, and they used to talk about this in and I was in Trinidad. They used to talk about this, and they used to say, one of my cousins will tell me that, and he said, oh, when they go in jail, some men would I can't even say this, would do some things in order to, because they want cigarettes so much or wherever it is. And the Lord began to, he brought that back to me, and he said, that is what I mean. He said, you ain't going and be someone that, because I want to eat so much, or because I want to drink so much, or whatever it is, I like these things so much, that I am now being controlled by it so much to break my integrity, my right, my knowing of what is right and wrong, to break my integrity in order to get this thing. I'm going to break my integrity when it comes to living righteous in order to get these certain things. Because sometimes when you don't have, and these basic needs aren't being met, right, and you don't have, wherever it is, what happens if you aren't careful and you haven't manners your flesh to be able to be controlled by, to have self-control over this part of you? What happens? You can be easily manipulated into how to say, into going and doing various things in order to eat and drink. And the Lord said, when you become one of mine, I have to go on every level and give you self-control on every level. So you are now not driven by the stomach here, but you are driven by the Spirit of the Lord. Your movement and your being, the reason why you exist and everything is not driven by eating and drinking. So if you stop feeding me, I no longer, if you stop feeding me, or if you stop doing this or wherever it is, I'm gonna start to do what you say or wherever it is, because you are controlling me. It's like you have a piece of food and a piece of snake, and you tie the piece of food and a piece of snake, and you're shaking it in front of that dog nose. And wherever you ever do that with animals, and wherever you move, so the dog moves, so, and all these kind of things. He say, I'm no longer going to let you be an individual that break integrity because you want to eat or drink, or break integrity. And sometimes, because people think we just fast from food and all these things, sometimes we fast from other pleasures of the flesh. And he said, oh, I want you to be someone that you no longer are going to be controlled by the appetite of the flesh, by the desires of the flesh. So if someone come and they offer you this, and you're in a time of need or wherever it is, and you have to break integrity to get it, you will not break integrity. Why? Because you have managed self so much that you are now moving by spirit and not by the feelings of the flesh, says the living God. Right? That is where he was telling me yesterday. I sit down and he was telling me that he said, do you see the reason why I tell you these things? He just told me that. He said, this is one of the reasons why. Because you're no longer going to be someone that is driven by, whether or not somebody feed me. Regardless if you feed me or don't feed me, I'm going to still do what thus saith the Lord is the right thing. What I know to be the right thing. And some people will have it like this, well, you could do it in front of everybody's face and behind their back. You could be doing all kind of thing. No, you have to have a certain level of integrity when it comes to self. On my behalf, yes, I could do that, but when it comes to me, I will not do it, because I have a certain level of standards when it comes to me. I have standards when it comes to me. I would know that I have broken commandments. Why? Nobody else ain't gonna know, because some people like to say, nobody else ain't gonna know if you do something wrong or whatever. I would know. I would know. It will trouble my conscience. I will know. You have to have a certain level of integrity. So he began to speak to me that a message last, and then he say, this is why, because I don't want you to be one that is manipulated easy by food or by anything. I want you to have self-control. And I just praise the good Lord, because when I started on my fast, I did not go on my fast because or for whatever reason, I just felt the need to go on my fast. I was experiencing some stuff, and I felt the need to get more stronger and closer relationship with the Lord. It wasn't because of any reason or to lose weight or whatever it is where people want to say. It was because I wanted a relation. I wanted my ears to be open more. I wanted to know. I wanted certain directions when it comes to certain things. And I say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go drastic with the Lord and show him that I'm not playing. I really need his help. And he basically showed me, so he gave me extra benefits, and it's called discipline. And I never knew that discipline was so, it's something so wonderful. But discipline brings the favor of the Lord. When you have self-discipline, I now experience that. Like I say, you guys, and I always say, thanks to everyone. And also there's someone that I needed was to just speak this to this person. There was someone that told me to pray for them. I don't know. It's just JD is the name that I saw there. And I have prayed for you. You can look out on one of my videos, and you're supposed to find an answer to why it is that you're having a little bit of struggle with, staying and doing the work of the Lord or wherever it is. There's one of my videos. I believe it will speak to your spirit. There's one of my videos that the Lord impressed on me to make. And he stated why you are having struggles with self and following his commandments. But the fact that you get knowledge of why you are struggling, now we need to just work on that. And he said, come on to me. A just man falls 7 times but rises up again, right? So anyway, that is a message from the Lord. Like I always say, you guys, stay blessed, stay strong, and remember, Jesus Christ, the King of Kings, loves you, and I love you. I love you. Abba love you, and I love you. I appreciate everyone that has been staying with me so far. Bye, guys. Remember to share, like, and subscribe if you're a new person that is watching my videos, right? Bye.